Hello there, what is going on, everyone? We are doing a live stream this morning, and joining me today is the incredibly talented Elle Firespray. How are you doing today, Elle?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to start painting with you.
Thank you for
How
being
are
here.
you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, as a matter of fact. It's an earlier stream than I usually do, but it also was an excuse for me not to sleep all day. So we're gonna be painting some stuff today. What are you gonna be working on today?
Well, I've been working on Ahsoka for a couple of sessions.
Oh yes.
And I was like, okay, do I want to start something new or finish what I started?
Right.
So I'm just like, I think I'm just gonna go and finish my Ahsoka before I move on to something else. What about you?
I'm going easy. I took the coward's way out right now because I don't usually paint on stream. I've done it a few times, but I wanted to do something kind of a little bit more monochromatic. So I'm going to be doing some clone troopers, and I've got clone troopers from both Legion and from Shatterpoint. And I'm going to be going over my method of how I do clone troopers, and if that fails, I also have some terrain pieces to work on a little bit too. I've got like this. I started the little owl piece from the high ground set. It's the little condor.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, and all I did was I primed it, and then I based the rock in just some like a thin coat of brown, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I could work on that little owl today too, if time permits. Ahsoka is so intimidating to me because you got all the lines on.
It is. Yes, it is. It totally is. And she's my favorite character, and you will think that I will just, paint her right away, but I had to be prepared mentally to start this.
Oh yeah,
it's very important.
She is. She's really challenging, and because she is as important as she is and as popular as she is, like I feel like if you screw up on her, it's like she's likely to be the centerpiece of a lot of your builds, and so Maul was probably one of the hardest ones to get the face right.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
With
Did
Ahsoka,
you see the Maul from Shatterpoint? Does he look an awfully lot like Sam Witwer to you? Because he does to me.
I'll tell you what. After I painted him, he didn't look like anybody. But yeah.
Is this a family-friendly channel?
I am typically family-friendly. It's okay. If something slips, I'm not going to be upset, but I won't.
Yeah, I won't ruin your reputation.
That's right. I have such a.
Maybe next time I come over.
I have a really great reputation that everybody loves me unconditionally, right? No. All right. Oh my gosh, what is that? You were spinning the paint.
This is that I was telling you about.
I said we were family friendly, but I didn't say we were nice. No, I'm just kidding.
Good to know. Has that ever happened to you guys, making presents to somebody, your significant other or a friend, and then it's just like it's more like for you than for them?
I don't think I've done too much like that. I think there have been some fails then, and I was like, oh, she's gonna love this, and then when she opens it up, she was like, did you even look at the bracelet that I'm wearing? I'm already wearing this one. And I'm like, she's like, this is the same one you got me last year. I'm like, no.
Speaking of Thundercats,
oh yeah,
it's your favorite Thundercat? Panthro, because of the nunchucks.
It is Panthro. Although when I was a kid, it was Lion-O. Because I think, if you're a little boy and you're watching you're watching the show, like he starts out as a little boy and then all of a sudden he like grows up and it's awkward because like Shitara starts flirting with him right away. I'm like, yeah, but you were just like a grown woman. He was just a child like 20 minutes ago.
Wrong.
Like, how much older are you than you? Like that show, as much as I love that show, it's so crazy. Yeah. Yeah, like you remember. So when I met, we met at what, Gen Con last year.
Gen Con last year, yes.
Yes, and I remember telling you we got into talking about Thundercats, and I asked you if you had ever seen the first episode.
I did not remember that first episode for some reason.
I am gonna start putting some orange on these guys. So I did. So the Apothecary White. Back to painting for a minute. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I did some other guys ahead of time, and I had it already dry. And so these guys are like I don't even know if you can really tell. It's very subtle, but like the shading's in the right spots on these guys, and I don't have to worry about, you know,
you can tell.
I don't want to have to worry about my orange
face.
stripes like wet blending to the side or anything like that. So so I'm gonna paint some stripes on some dudes.
Did you, Crabbok, have you seen?
Oh, so that's my wife, and no, she was reminding me about the bad gifts. Yeah, anyway, I bought her tickets to a play, and she already had tickets to go to this same play. It's the same exact day, the same showing and everything. So I bought her an extra like set of tickets for a play that she was already going to. Okay, so this is a very important question, because this is a question about what is best.
Should we have talked about this in advance?
Well, possibly, but no. It works better if you're not prepared for it. So my question for you is, what is best as far as Pop-Tarts? Do you have a favorite flavor of Pop-Tart? What is the best flavor? Or then again, if you don't eat Pop-Tarts at all, which you probably shouldn't because they're not good for you, but and this is also for the audience because I have my own opinion.
I remember trying them when I moved to the US the first time.
Okay.
Over 10 years ago. And I had a strawberry one, but I never really ate them.
You're not a Pop-Tart.
No, I'm more of the strudels ones.
Okay.
I'm more of those.
The ones that are like frozen and then you stick them in the toaster? Oh,
yeah.
Those are so much better than Pop-Tarts. It's not even fair. I know I grew up having them quite a bit. And but my favorite is the wild berry. So if you do find yourself in a position to eat Pop-Tarts, there's like a wild berry one that's kind of got purple frosting on top.
Purple frosting?
Purple frosting. Like there's no yeah, it's clearly not a natural frosting color. but they're delicious and they're the best. I declare that they're the best Pop-Tart. But
I have spoken.
Yeah. One of the things I like about doing these clone troopers was I can just make up whatever kind of pattern I want for their chest armor, and like I can just do anything. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do like a triangle, and I'm gonna paint some nunchucks on his back or whatever. Like I can.
You actually own like actual? Do you actually own actual?
Do I have an actual pair of nunchucks?
Yes, do you?
I have one.
And will you do a demonstration for your chat?
Not today. Not today.
I just want to see that. Okay, then you just have
I'm in a very tight. So it looks like I'm actually on board a Star Destroyer's bridge if you look behind me, but a little known fact, I don't actually film on a real Star Destroyer, so I don't have as much room as you might think. There's a green screen behind me. I've got mics, lights, cameras all over, and if I was swinging nunchucks, the whole stream would come down very, very quick because I would be knocking over my computer and then knocking over screens, and then the house would catch on fire. It would be terrible, I think.
Well, we need a video of it then, and then you could be the new Star Wars.
Did you know that they actually canonized lightsaber nunchucks?
Star Wars kid. What?
They made them they made them for real.
No.
Yes, they're
on Star Wars?
It's in a comic book. Well, in two different comic books. The High Republic has a character that they started putting lightsaber nunchucks with. They were like joined by a.
No way.
Oh, I thought I heard an explosion. It's just thunder. We're having some storms.
Oh, okay, yeah. I heard
Hopefully we don't lose. If I drop out, it's because of lightning and
I thought you had beans for dinner or something last night.
wrong kind of boom. What's going on, everybody else in chat? We're doing some painting streaming. Let us know where you guys are watching from. Hi Matt. Hi Michael. Hi Clyde. Hi Timothy. Hi Sarah. Well, I already said hi to you.
Matt. I know Matt.
What's going on, Nicholas? Lightsaber nunchucks. Oh yeah, so back to lightsaber nunchucks. Yes, they are actually canonized. There was another comic book that had that went back to the Clone Wars era, and Obi-Wan Kenobi was having a conversation with Anakin about his younger days, and apparently Obi-Wan he was telling Anakin about different lightsaber types and said, I even when I was younger experimented with connecting two lightsabers with a chain and using them that way. So basically, Obi-Wan Kenobi
Okay.
officially, canonically, in the comic books, which are canon, used lightsaber nunchucks when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they could be so effective because you could swing them around like without the blades on. You could just swing them around like normal nunchucks. And now you have a non-lethal, just like a bludgeoning weapon. It could knock somebody out, but you're not going to cut somebody in half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, if you are using it, like if you know, Count Dooku shows up or something like that, you could swing them around and use the Force to turn on the blade right when it's really far away from you. So you could be like,
seems to me you have given this quite a bit of thought.
It's you know, they are in my logo. My little Crabbok logo has lightsaber nunchucks right there, right?
Yeah,
So
I
I think about it quite a bit. Like from a book series equivalent, you know, the stuff that you've been working on a lot of Brandon Sanderson stuff, and his books kind of do that. And I don't know all of his books, but I did, thanks to, you know, in no small part to your work on
no
those.
spoilers. I haven't read.
I'm not going to give any spoilers, don't worry. But yeah, you were working on the Stormlight archive and some of the books from that series. I've just started the 4th book in the series, and I gotta say I really enjoy it. And I usually listen to that on Audible while I am reading.
Yes, while you're painting
Or did I say while I'm reading? I just said I listen to that while I'm reading. No, I listen to that while I'm painting.
You follow along every single thing.
Yeah. But yeah, that's normally, I normally read while I read, and then sometimes I paint when I'm painting. That is one of my favorite book series in a long time, and so I'm excited to see where it goes.
I'm actually, since you're talking about that, I haven't shown it anywhere yet. So, well, I did show the one, but I just got these miniatures from Brother West Games. There are miniatures from Stormlight Archive.
Oh,
that I
yes.
need to paint and make some guides for. So that's coming out next month.
Very cool.
Oh yeah, I have this guy, a sharp blade.
Now, is that before or after Dalinar turns into a mutant? No, I'm kidding. You said no spoilers, and I just made something up randomly.
What's happening?
I'm just teasing. They're honestly, like, that's one thing I've noticed with the Shatterpoint minis is they are, they're pretty good. They have these raised sections for like where, like Ahsoka's tattoos and stuff are like raised, so you don't have to freehand them. Darth Maul's tattoos are raised, so you don't have to freehand them. Rex's, like the lines he has on his helmet.
There's like some little.
They're like sunken in.
Texture, yeah, so you can follow, which is really nice. I agree.
It's so cool. Marwan says, just wanted to hop in for a minute to thank you all for the great content, and I love that Ahsoka mini. Oh, so little praise for Fulcrum Ahsoka. Yeah, she's gonna be really fun.
Oh, Marwan. Thank you, Marwan Sammy.
Nick says the Thundercat zombie size minis are pretty awesome, though. They are. I haven't painted mine yet, and I'm just saving them for a special occasion.
Have you ever been to a convention like out of the country, like SN or?
No, I would love to do SN or the UK Games Expo. Or...
Asmodee UK Expo or something.
That would be really cool. I'd love to do that. That would be super fun. But I don't. Gosh, I haven't traveled internationally in a long time. I used to go for work a lot, but no, not. It's been like 10 years for me.
How many countries have you visited?
Let's see. I've spent a little time in Germany. I spent some time in Italy. I went. My wife and I went to Rome for our first anniversary.
Wow.
And that scared me. That was the last time I traveled outside of the country because I got pickpocketed. I got pickpocketed on the subway, and
in Italy?
In Rome, yes.
Oh my goodness.
And I had better get a police report done, and so I went down to the police station. Nobody spoke English, so I'm sitting there. My wife and I are sitting there in this room with this. It was like something out of a movie, like the very dim shades. So here's this inspector there who's like smoking a cigar, and he's trying to type up a police report, and like there happened to
really
be
happening?
there was a lady in the police office who was like also sitting on a bench. She didn't work there. She was like under arrest for something else.
Okay.
But she offered to come in and translate, but she spoke very bad English, and so it was this whole like, like he was like, he says something to us in Italian, we don't know what he's saying, and then she kind of looks to us, she goes, he wants to know what was taken, and so like and so it was just it was like something out of a movie. It was so
you're gonna get canceled for that, girl. Just telling you that.
I
Personating an Italian person.
I know I'm probably going to.
And with the hands.
Yeah, well, it was literally, but that was literally exactly what happened.
We do.
Yeah, and
we do use our hands a lot. I'm part Italian.
You're part Italian?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. Never been to Italy, but I would love to someday.
Oh, it was.
I don't want to get pickpocketed though.
It was a wonderful experience. Well, I look like a tourist. I've been pickpocketed so many times. I've been pickpocketed in Vegas. I've been pickpocketed in Rome. And
it's the face, the problem then.
It's the whole persona. I'm very white and nerdy, and I just look like a tourist. Like, oh, look at this guy. Hello there. I'm here on tour. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I'm not as crazy about traveling internationally anymore. I'm like, oh yeah, we just went to Canada last year. I didn't get pickpocketed in Canada. Yeah. Oh, so all right. So I guess all right. Canada. I like Canada now. They didn't try to steal my identity. Oh, all right. I've got a question. It's a music question. This goes out to the audience as well.
Oh boy. We should have talked about these questions beforehand.
No, they're so much better if they're random. So I've been discovering some new music lately, and I want to ask, what is maybe your favorite or the best, if you dare to make the assertion, cover song that is even better than the original? Like,
there is a song that from the Lalas, I think it's called. There She Goes.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
By Sixpence None the Richer. That I like Sixpence's version better.
Okay. I think do you know who did it first?
The Lalas, I think it's called.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I've heard that song. That started showing up in like movies in the late '90s or the early 2000s.
Yeah, the Sixpence version, but right. Sixpence version is a cover from, and then Sixpence they did a cover for "Don't Dream It's Over."
Oh, really? Hey now,
that one.
Don't dream it's over. See, nobody thought they were gonna get singing here, but we're doing karaoke. It's karaoke and paint stream. Oh my.
Oh yeah, this is the place to go.
I use that same thing. That's what I do for my bases. I use that. I love that stuff. It's so good.
The most fun bases that I've ever worked on were when I tried to do those Umbara bases for my. I remember that. I actually have one here. But one of them
beautiful. Yeah, can you show everybody, because I don't know if everybody watching has seen. Oh yeah, that is incredible.
But I used what I did was I used some neon colors on the bottom first, and then first white, then the neon colors so they can pop. Then I use black crackle paint on top, and then you crack, then you can see the colors underneath. And then these are like Martian Tufts by Green Stuff World, and these are like fish tank plants that you get at Walmart.
So you combine them all together to make it really like turn into something new.
And there was like a bunch of them for like $3 or $4. So they just give you like all these different cool, neon looking things. I don't know. I really like that. Well, the Umbara arc or arch, I don't know how to say. It's not my favorite because I have a thing with clones. Okay. I love them. Okay. I love them. And if you hurt them, we cannot be friends. Okay. So that whole arc with Umbara with.
Oh, that was with Pong Krell,
I can't even say the name because, yes.
All right. Basically the guy with 4 arms and. Yeah.
Yes.
General Pong Krell. Yeah, I liked that. Although it was hard to watch because you're like, he's such a jerk.
He was hard, and all my beautiful clones getting killed because he's just
Yeah.
being an idiot, and all the clones, they're so loyal and trying to do the right thing, and this idiot just, I don't know. And then at the end, and I'm not gonna say spoilers, but you know how it
Well,
ends.
it's been out
I
for
was
like
just
20
so
years, so you
happy.
can. I think it's okay to talk about spoilers.
It's okay. Okay.
By the way,
And
guys,
then
Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, they're more related than you might think at first glance.
just so you know. So anyway, when then at the end, he just like made my blood boil. I was just like, what is this guy? What is this guy doing? And then yeah,
I really
that
want them to
happened
do
in that
him.
planet in Obara.
I want them to make him for Legion.
No,
Because
I will throw him in the garbage. I will buy it. I will just put it together.
you could
just
do a
so I
live
can
stream
melt
of you
it
like
on the
melting
stove
the
and then
miniature.
throw it in
Yeah.
the garbage. I hate that guy.
That's so funny.
Okay, I'm working on the back of my Lego here. I completely forgot that it needed to be painted.
I always forget the back of a character
Yeah.
so many times, and like I'm doing all these fancy like orange lines on this guy, and then I'll turn around and like, oh what?
Wait.
I hate the way the back looks. Let me put a cloak on this guy so it covers up the back. You know, I really like doing the cloaks on characters because I don't have to paint the back of the miniature. Like I remember seeing like a Sarastro video one time, and he has so much.
Let's bring the rest in the mixture, please. Just kidding.
He's crazy. He was doing so many things. Like he did like 18 layers of like one color. I'm like, oh gosh, you don't have to do that much, buddy.
Like,
it's like he
makes it look so easy, and then
he makes it look very easy.
It's not happening for me.
One of the nicest people I've ever met, by the way. He's incredibly nice. Yeah.
I'll meet him this year actually at Adepticon. I mean at Gen Con. So that's I'm excited to meet the master.
He's quite skilled, very very friendly, and just a overall great human being. I love him.
He's pretty tall from what I've heard, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty tall. I don't know. I'm kind of tall too, so I don't know. Maybe
Oh, you are?
I'm a little bit tall.
We met in person.
A little bit tall, yeah.
You're taller than me for sure.
I was crouching at Gen Con. That's what it was.
Oh, you are. Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
I'm actually like 3 Jawas standing on each other's shoulders in a trench coat.
See what people are saying.
Oh gosh, yes.
Whitney Houston doing the Bodyguard song "I Will Always Love You" is also a Dolly Parton song originally. No way! I did not know that.
That's one of the times where I love Dolly. I love Dolly Parton, but yeah, I think Whitney made that song her own. Yeah.
That song that Nicholas is talking about, the Fuji song "Killing Me Softly," so true. I love that.
That was Roberta Flack, wasn't it? Originally?
I don't know who it was, but
that was another.
Yeah.
That was a cover that went above and beyond. Does a normal person even wear glasses? I don't know. What's normal?
What's normal anymore? Yeah.
I don't know what normal is.
That's deep.
That's a
This
tough
is
question, isn't
the
it?
stream where you just talk about deep stuff, like what's been on your heart and your mind lately.
We're not really talking about. Yeah, we're not talking about painting at all. We're talking about Pop-Tarts. You know, Pop-Tarts and cover songs.
Getting deep with Crabbok right now.
Deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts.
If you're watching this at home, I want you to know that you are good enough. You're strong enough.
You are. You are.
Doggone it, people like you.
Yes. I think I'm.
Let's see.
I'm pretty much done here with the miniature.
Oh, can you show her closer to the camera? I want to see.
Yes.
I want to see your Ahsoka.
Gonna be my judge.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put this on the background. Maybe.
Gosh, she looks good. Like just even from a distance, before you get close, I'm like, you can tell right away that she looks really good. Oh yeah. Oh, I love the Leiku. Oh, and the armor padding too. Yeah, she looks fantastic. Here's my guy. He I think he still needs work. He still needs some work. But I got I put the Null Oil wash in there, and some of it spread out too much, so I had to come and fix up some patches. But I think from a distance, his armor colors are gonna stand out. So I didn't do his gun yet. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm excited to have this done. If I can get the stuff for the base.
There's there's like I took the advice of some of the like Will Schick and those guys in the AMG streams where they were using maybe it was Dallas Kemp was doing it too, where they were using some airbrush paints. When they wanted just a thin paint, they were using airbrush paints on their palette, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And I
yes.
using airbrush paints with a brush, I'm like that's I'm done, and there you go. He like his gun's now good, and that'll eventually dry, and I'll see a little bit of the raised area, and I can even dry brush some of that if I want to do that.
No, for sure. Whatever gets the job done, whatever is easier.
There's lots of different ways. It's fun, man. It's just fun playing around with it.
For sure. I think that's one of the most fun things about the hobby. It's just you get to try things. You do a video on that?
I have done a couple of airbrush videos.
Or like, I remember like you making like a rainbow thing with tape or something.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Did you do that? Okay.
That was Archon Studio. I used to do some work with them, and we were doing some of their like D&D kind of or RPG, like rebuildable terrain and stuff like that. And they sent me this sci-fi set, and I did multiple layers overlapping, and I used tape, and so I sprayed like all the red, then I peeled the tape off, and I put new tape down, and I did like all the different colors. And then when that's right. I did a line, and then I did the rainbow, and then when I peeled off the tape, you just had this rainbow line, and like that was pretty cool. That was fun.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's so satisfying seeing those things.
You ever got like a really small piece and like you drop it and then you look for it and it's disappeared into the oblivion, into the void?
Oh,
it is gone. Sure. So my little butt pack for Commander Cody has disappeared completely into the void, and I could not find it. Could not find it at all. So what I ended up having to do is I started cutting out sprue bits, just extra little pieces of like sprue and extra little pieces of plastic until I found another piece that was close to the same size, and I trimmed it and cut it, and then I just glued that on. So he's just got a random little piece of spare plastic on his back that I don't have him in front of me right now, so I can't show him to you. But yeah, that's gonna be a thing. So if you guys ever see it, if I do a Shatterpoint battle report with Cody, pay close attention to his lower back. Yeah, there might be a surprise butt pack for you.
I was recently involved in a Nova charity project, and that was with you. Not with you, but you. I was asking.
The Blizzard Force. Oh,
yes,
those came out so good. You did a great job with those.
Because we were wondering, like, okay, what kind of, they wanted something that would be cool and ready to play, and then I just like, okay, I like Legion, but I'm not like in the
You're not in the tournament circuit.
Yeah, or what works, what's good, what's not. So I just gonna ask Crabbok for help.
Yeah, I mean, and that's all subjective too, because like you don't have to play with what's good. You just play with having fun, right?
Yeah, but we wanted something that will create interest,
Absolutely.
So then we did that, and I got to, because we divided the work with 3 other painters that were really amazing, talented, and great people. And then I got to do, they sent me the speeder bikes, they sent me all the bases, the ATST, and they sent me Vader. I can't remember what else I had to paint. And then all the other, I was like, I really don't want to do the troopers.
Oh boy, yeah. There's a lot of repetition when you're doing those.
So then a couple of them were like, "Oh no, that's my thing. I love doing. I'm comfortable doing armies. I don't want to do characters or just like one.
I see.
Like." And so we just divided the work that way. Anyway, so I got the speeder bikes, and then they all have like this like little blanket or something, in the back.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's their little camping, it's like their tent or whatever, their sleeping bag.
And then I'm like, there were nowhere to be found. So I just texted my friend, Morty and Seven, and I'm like, did you send them by any chance? Because I can't find it. He's like, yeah, I did send them. I was like, they're not here. They're lost. So then next thing I had to do, I had to figure out how to do it because it looked silly without it,
Right.
So I did them with green stuff,
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know if you saw those, but anyway, when I
Oh,
had a friend coming over and seeing how these actually look better because they had like I put like a little like I
you,
painted them obviously, but then I added like the Empire sticker to it, like with Microsol and Microset. I added some
very
stickers like
cool.
that. And they look really nice actually. So this actually looks really cool.
No, that is fantastic.
Well,
I love doing stuff like I love when you can customize.
right.
I used to, so a long time ago, I used to play test for Legion, and that was a time where I used to proxy things because we didn't have the models yet, and I just had to like, I had to play tests, like when before the core set, before Legion came out,
Mhm.
I was selected to play test a little bit, and I remember I was using zombies for stormtroopers from Zombie Side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just using all kinds of stuff because like their bases were like close enough that it would,
Yeah.
you know, um, and yeah, so I had a good time doing all that kind of stuff. And but that's one example. Or sometimes when a unit would come out and I had like the same miniature for Imperial Assault, I would use that one in Legion while we were playtesting it. But you can use anything if you want. But some folks like to do that. It's it can be a fun way to say like, hey, these are my, like I'm gonna play stormtroopers, but I want them to be, zombie stormtroopers or something like that. I think this guy is about good. My little convoy. I need to put some.
Oh my word, it's almost 12, dude.
Yeah,
What?
it is about there.
I just feel like I just looked and it was 11 and I was giving you crap for
It's only been 2 minutes. We've only been on stream for 2 minutes.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It goes fast when you have fun.
All right, let me go check back in with our lovely audience. Do you guys make your own Legion terrain? If so, do you have any videos or recommendations? So I have a series of creating Hoth terrain videos that I started working on.
Know that. Yeah, I want to make Hoth terrain. Did you do some?
I did some, but it's not like there's better stuff out there. Like, and I know I'm not supposed to like criticize my own brand or whatever, but this was from when Legion was first announced. I had never made terrain before, so I started getting into, I started making some stuff. Some of it came out pretty good, and I was using hot cutters through foam and stuff like that. So I have a playlist on that. It's
well, I think I finished this, and
I am finishing this gun, and I'm gonna be done with this guy. That's three guys I got done.
Nice.
I got 2 clones and a convor, and I think the little convor is the best because he's colorful and he's exotic. He's like blue and yellow, and he's happy. And I got his eyes. I don't know if you can even see. I got his pupils. It's so hard to get the eyes. And it looks like he's looking in the same direction.
You will have to take some pictures and tag me.
I might have to do that. Yes.
I want to see that.
All right. Well, I think that's about a good place to start wrapping things up. Elle, I want to thank you for hanging out today and for painting and being part of the stream. It has been a delight having you. I think that's going to do it for today. You guys can check out links in the description below. I've got a link to all of Elle's links are in the description below, and you guys can check those out. And I will see you next time. I want to thank you all for hanging out today. Thanks, Elle, and everybody else. Have a fantastic day, and may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
All right. See ya.